Hello, and welcome back to Rolex Play, where we roll dice and play games. That's us. This is everyone. We're all here today, ready to play some Dungeons & Dragons, 5th edition, mind you. No mistaking that. 5th edition, D&D. That's right. Even though the rules are there, we don't really follow them, I'll be honest. They're meant to be broken. Anyway, we're here with Threads of Chaos, our Tuesday campaign. And yeah, we're just going to dive straight into it because there's a lot to go through. So you guys have been traveling backwards after your mission was a success, a completion. You are now in the city of Tras'Vilar after having encountered a very strange individual going into one of the side gates who seemed to flounder and fawn over one of your members. For their figure is changed. Oberon had quite a bit of a revelation last session about themselves and who they are, unlocking new unknown abilities. But here we are now with Olrin now containing the Tome of Chaos strapped to their chest, and everyone else just ready to enter this holy city. So you guys have entered the side gate. The gate has now closed behind you. You are in the kind of main Moradin sector. It's not too busy or kind of abundant here, but you are currently on the very edges of the wall. Looking in, down the alleyways and down the main roads, you can actually see there is gatherings of people in the main streets, busier than it normally is. It looks like everyone has kind of pulled away from their houses and have gathered into the main streets, into the main squares and cul-de-sacs, and there's seemingly an ire of attention that's being drawn. What are you guys doing? You've entered the city. You may investigate this or do your own fucking thing. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I think we already split up last time, didn't we?
No, I think we were most of us
then
en route to a nail salon / hairdresser.
Yeah, I mean, but Alicia went on his own way from.
Yeah, I think we split into the three of us and Alicia on his own.
Yeah.
Okay. So we currently have Oberon, Olrin, and Cal, the three of you heading towards a nail.
No, first stop is a shop of my parents, if there is one in Tras'Vilar, which I think we've confirmed. So
That's right.
Because we need to pick up the hair dye.
Okay. So you're not going to a salon. You're not going anywhere. You're going to do it yourself.
No, for the nails, yes, but not for the hair.
Okay.
We're going to do that ourselves.
Can you roll a survival check? It is busy, so it's to see if you can navigate the heavy crowds. So you're going there all together first.
I thought we were rolling for Oren to survive the day.
that too.
Let's see.
15.
To refresh it. 15. Okay. With a 15, you've been in the city a couple of times before. You know it well enough. It's just trying to find the odd side streets to avoid this busy crowd. For those of you more perceptive, I always forget what your passives are, but you're quite a high wisdom sort of group, having two clerics especially. You guys notice that the crowds that have gathered are all tentative and waiting for what looks like an announcement to be made. There is, in these kind of like bunches of people, a priest of that same sector standing in the center, readying some sort of spell. It looks to be some sort of incantation. This isn't uncommon. This is mainly a draw to a way of making announcements, if you will. This is your heary, listen to me, I'm about to say something. But because we live in a magical world, they do things live and through illusion-based magic. So you can see that seems to be building up. As well, you can notice that there's a lot more presence of guards here. The Stars, particularly the kind of main garrison that resides in Tras'Vilar, they are more than normal. There's a lot of them standing by. They've been drafted. There are some younger fellows that are amongst their kind of ranks as well. And they're all kind of standing at attention at different points. So it is it's unusual because this much of a buzz for what is about quite early in the day is not commonplace. So, yeah, you're not sure what's going on at the moment, unless you were to inquire with anyone. But for now, Cal is just leading you to where his parents' shop is. It will take you a while to get there, though, so there is a bit of traveling.
Yeah, I'm starting to think I should have listened to Sunday's session before this, because what the fuck is going on? Robbie, is this our fault? Did we do this? No?
No, I don't think this is us.
Okay.
You say that so unsuredly.
No, just because I have an idea of what it is, but I can't say it.
Okay. Good. That's great.
Alicia, could you roll a perception check?
Yep, I was gonna ask. Gulp. Great.
Okay.
Yep.
10.
That's 2.
And remind me, are all of you
Uh-huh.
disguised, or some of you disguised?
Alicio is
Everyone's
hiding.
speaking simultaneously. So Alicia is hiding with a cloak over their head,
Yes.
right? That was his part of last session.
Yeah.
Okay. Brooke, what was Oberon was
Oberon
disguised?
is just like disguised
Human
self,
version.
just as like themselves, but human. Like no massive horns, no tail poking out the back,
Okay.
not bright red, but
Because-
otherwise look mostly the same.
Because the two of you are hiding, what I will ask is, Alicia, you're rolling a stealth check because you are trying to literally stay out of people's way. For Oberon, I'd need you to roll a performance check as you're trying to kind of like flaunt your way through it.
Okay. I'm actually not good at those. I said I wasn't good at those.
Do you have a bonus because of your form? There is some
Let me
things.
check for
Have a double check.
performance. I'm
might be.
not sure, but let me check.
I think
Let
for
me check, let me
charisma-based
check.
rolls, there may be something.
No. Let me. Reading is hard. I will check. Let me check.
Understandable.
New character, new abilities.
New character, new. Yeah.
When rolling charisma checks or saving throws, add 1d4 to the roll.
I
It's
don't
as part
think
of your
that's.
form.
Yeah, I don't know if that D4 is gonna save me, but let's see.
It's still something. It's also
Yeah.
something to bear in mind for
I-
the future as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, it's not going to help.
This is the thing. I'm good
Um,
at persuasion. I am not good at perform.
Okay, so whilst all of this is currently going on and you're walking through the Moradin sector, where the actual shop is for you, Cal, you know it to be not in Moradin's, not in Coralland's, it's in Teller's market. It's quite a ways away. You have to go through essentially 2 sets of walls before you get there and a crowd of people. But you are doing your best. You have a guesstimate that it'll take you maybe 30 minutes to get there because the city's huge. And even though you rolled well on your survival check, the streets are just so full at the moment. It's the busiest it's ever been. So you're slowly kind of making your way through. During this kind of like slow roll of you traveling through the city, Olrin, I would say you would pick it up because you are maybe more in tuned to how the other priests here would think. There is this almost sixth sense that starts ticking off for a couple of them. As you get into the Coralland sector, 2 priests in particular have like this almost sixth sense as they stare off in your direction, and you think it's something to do with their perhaps divine sense kicking in, that there is a devil nearby. And they are just kind of like looking over in your direction as you push through the crowd and continue forward. And you see these 2 Coralland priests begin to follow. They are now following your group to keep an eye out and see what is going on with this hunch that they have. They're not like directly in front of you. There's still people in between, but you just pick it up because of your high passive, but also you would know how the priests think here. But they are currently following and gaining. So it's up to you if you wish to do anything about it.
Yeah, for now I tell my companions, we are being followed by 2 priests. They must have picked up on Oberon being a devil.
Okay. That's not good. Is that not good? Is that illegal? I didn't think it was illegal, just like not common.
It is kind of like a holy city.
You're not here.
I
No, they
thought
are.
we were traveling together,
They are,
no?
they are with you.
I thought you said we split up.
All of
I
you are
thought
together
so
until
too.
the shop, right? I thought that's what you said.
No.
No.
I said I was going ahead because of the thing, Matt.
Oh my god. Okay.
But sure.
I thought I triple checked that shit, but sure.
Wrong.
Then Alicia
Last
isn't
time
there.
you asked, we said it was the 3
Wrong.
of us, and Alicia on so.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
okay.
know.
It's
Check
okay.
the tape. Check the tape. I'm ready to be wrong.
Does
Okay,
Oren
so-
know the general treatment of devils in the city? Is it
Yeah, you
just-
would do. It's not like all devils are frowned upon, because you still have tieflings, you still have creatures from the 9 hells who come here, but because they probably haven't seen the source of energy, they still have to double check what it is, no matter the intent that they have. It's like if you were to smell necromancy and think, okay, I need to check to see there's no necromantic shit going on, even though necromancy is not banned, you still got to double check. Same with devils. So they're just doing their due diligence.
It's not a bad thing per se. They're just somewhat suspicious of your origins.
Okay.
And they might want to check what sort of infernal being is traversing the city.
Oberon would just kind of nod.
Okay. Are you doing anything about this? Because they will catch up with you at some point.
Knowing it's not illegal or anything, and having basically the non-committal okay from my god about Oberon,
Mhm.
no.
Okay. Oberon, are you doing anything?
Just like walking. Ulrin seems to think it's gonna be okay. And there's no point like trying to escape.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Then, as time continues and you begin to reach the secondary wall, the one heading into Teller's sector, you do eventually find the priest. Excuse me. Apologies for the interruptions. I see you're heading into Teller's sector. Could I just have a slight few minutes with you? Just to go over a couple of things.
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
Is it possible that we perhaps take a step to the side out of the main thoroughfare?
Yeah, Oberon would just would comply, just step to the side.
Okay. As you kind of are taking off to the side, even though there's no side street that's truly empty, there's one that's close enough. And they just kind of hold you there for a second, keeping their distance, but one of them slightly closer and kind of perceiving a bit more. You watch as an incantation is kind of placed on themselves as their eyes begin to glow a divine light. And you see they kind of look at you, Oberon, and see you for who you truly are. You see his expression is confirmed as to what creature you are. And he just kind of acknowledges it and looks to his companion who kind of agrees and understands. Right. May I ask a few questions under the gaze of our divine God, where no lie can be shared?
Of course.
He casts a spell of Zone of Truth on the 3 of you, all here present. As that kind of wave of energy comes out, do you wish to try and succeed the saving throw? You
Nah.
feel it kind of attack you for a moment? Okay, so you all choose to fail it.
Yeah.
For the next 10 minutes, for however long this conversation lasts for, you can only tell the truth. And you can see he knows that. And he kind of like acknowledges that you didn't fight or resist the spell. Good start. What are your intentions in this city?
We want to buy hair dye.
I'm gonna get my nails painted.
Oh, and we're picking up a boat.
Okay. And
Apparently, it's quite a nice boat. I've never been on it really
Yeah.
before, but
Well, it was gifted to us by some important guy in Bellavia, and it's a really, really cool boat. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. It has a really high points that you can climb onto. They're cool.
understood. So you're heading to the docks
Well,
after we get our
probably-
nails painted.
Yeah.
after.
We will spend a day in the city and then leave.
Mhm. Do you have any other business while you are here in the city outside of getting your nails painted?
Apparently, I will have my hair dyed.
I
And
might want
I
to buy
will
some
have-
clothes. Maybe. I don't know how much shopping is here for clothes that might fit me. But we could
Right.
try. We might not have the time, though.
There's like magical clothing stores, right? Where the clothes can adapt to your person, I imagine. We'll find something. It's not a problem.
Oh, that'd be perfect then.
As you guys are talking, you see the priest look at him and he's like, the eyes disappear from their glow. And he just looks at you. Well, have a good day then. And just the spell ends after about a minute of you guys talking.
Yeah,
and he
you have a
just
good day
leaves.
too. Bye.
Everyone would just like.
Casually being the least threatening devil in existence.
I was expecting him for this to be his big day. He was gonna catch the devil. Nah.
They then leave you to your own business, and you have nothing to worry about, as it is confirmed. As they are walking away, you can see another spell is cast, and what looks like some sort of spell to the masses. You would recognize it as the sending spell being cast, as priests around the city are being informed of your presence now. So you expect no more intrusions, at least, for today. So you're free to go. Continuing your journey, you pass through the kind of secondary gate, this second wall of Corallan going into Tella. Here, it's much more bright and vibrant, and you can see murals painted of all sorts of kind of tapestries of history. It is very kind of like Banksy sort of, everything is spray painted, everything has a story here, and as you're traveling through, you eventually come across the shop of Cal's family. Cal, you can see the name isn't outside of the regular businesses that you have. They are all named the same. They all follow the same sort of branch, if you will. They are referred to, as I look at my notes to remind myself what it's called,
I
Sun's
was looking through it and
Harvest.
was like,
You never wrote one. So I had to write one for you. Sun's Harvest is what it's called. And you can instantly see the decor outside matches the products that they sell. There is display cabinets of all sorts of tinctures and tonics and all sorts of kind of like dyes and colors. Anything that you can think of that comes from the ground and harvested into either smells, incense, beauty products, they're all here for sale. There is all sorts of makeup, foundation, mascara. It's just a miasma. And seemingly the only place that really sells these sorts of things here in the city. But at the moment, it is closed. The business is currently closed. The door is locked. And you probably gather that most businesses are closed for this event. Everyone is outside of their work, waiting to hear what's the news. You can see a gathering of people to one side in the community square, where it seems like a almost circus performing act should be, but it's quite open at the moment. And you watch as in the very center there is a priest of Teller wearing a pink sort of sash, readying a spell, and it looks like the illusion is beginning to flood upwards into the sky as a voice begins to ring out. But before we get to that, Alicia, where are you heading to?
Still
Exactly.
trying to keep a low profile, going a bit ahead of the party, seeing if he can find any of those quote unquote wanted posters and taking them down.
Okay. I asked you to roll a stealth check before. Roll it again because
Yeah.
there is a crowd of people and you're pushing through them and you're not with everyone else. So it's a bit more easier for you to hide.
21.
Okay. As you're pushing through the crowds of people, I would need you to also roll a perception or investigation check to see if you can find any of these wanted posters, as it's put.
Oh, 28.
Natural
That's
20.
A natural 20.
You do see quite a few on your journey
Oh, shit.
to the Corallan sector. Even in Moradin alone, there are news agents, there are areas where posters are placed for missing individuals. You can see quite a few people are on there, different names, different faces, all kind of plastered around. But you also see yours there. And you see a name on there that kind of makes you shudder.
Does it actually say wanted or does it say missing?
No, it just says missing reward.
No, okay.
Diplor's only ever seen one thing in his life, and that's missing wanted posters.
He's gonna start taking them down, or at least the ones he thinks the party might see.
Okay, sure. On your journey through the Moradin sector into the Corallan sector, you find about a dozen that you tear down and take off. They're all placed in very key areas that your party members would cross through. Now, if there are any in side streets you can't really get to because you could take the time, but there's thousands on thousands of side streets here. It's like going down every road in New York. You got no chance. But you feel confident that the main roads, the main points of interest, you remove and tear away any signs of your face being plastered. Is there anything else you do on your way?
He is making sure that the posters are like ripped, as well as he's just like shoving them in his bag of holding, in case anybody ever looks for them. But he might like try to listen in on whatever this gathering is, not get too close as he is kind of slightly avoiding guards, but
Sure.
he wants to hear what's going on.
Could you roll, this will be 2 checks, an insight check first, and then a second check would be a sleight of hand check.
What am I sleight of handing?
Sleight of handing.
9.
Okay, and your sleight of hand. So nat 1? You went from a nat 20 to a nat 1. Fuck's
That's
sake.
crazy. 19 for the sleight
Okay.
of hand.
The sleight of hand was important because there are guards around and you are pulling away missing posters for someone that you are trying to hide to be. So luckily enough, you rolled high enough that no one is looking at you at the moment you rip them away. But as you walk away, you do hear people go, wait, was there not something? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. As you kind of like tear them away, and yeah, you could have torn anything away from there and people would have been like, wait a sec, hold on. What are they tearing away? But luckily you are sneaky enough. The insight check is to kind of get the general vibe of the area, which you kind of struggle since you are in this sort of like cloak aesthetic. You're not really listening in too well. You are trying to hide more than anything else, and you're scared that you're going to give it away if you try and pry or look around too inquisitively. Now, that isn't to say that you don't see anything. As you are going through the crowds, and now you're in Corlin's sector, you see those areas, the gatherings of people. And in each one of those groups, there are different priests standing there. There's not just priests from that sector, there are different priests there as well, representing the other sectors. Here you see one new one that you've not seen before, I'd say, or at least roll a religion check.
Oh, brother.
Oh boy.
13.
13. Yeah, I'd say what would you describe as Alyssio's knowledge in divine? How would you, because he's learned, but he's only specifically gone into one field. He's not really branched out.
Well, he has learned a bit still when he was a kid from his father about Palor. If there was anything connected to him, probably some basic knowledge. And then anything Nebula might have shit-talked about the other gods.
Okay.
That's about it.
That's fair. Okay, then you would recognize them. You see the gods that represent the city here standing in the form of priests. You see one of Bane, you see one of Ashtar, of Bahamut, Moradin, Corlin, Teller. But you also see one that's familiar to your home and one that you've not seen in this city before. You see the sash and representation of Palor in the same sort of outfits of the rest of the priests here. Seemingly one of theirs, like they are now part of the city. As well, you see another representation here, one that is of Melora, a priest and a sash represented in the colors of green, a verdant green, with elements of leaves going up and down it rather than the actual silks that are typically worn. So yeah, you see a difference in the at least lineup of priests here.
Remind me,
in
what
the
is the
city.
Melora goddess of?
Melora is goddess of the wilderness, goddess of nature.
Shoot.
You see they're all gathered there, waiting for this announcement, this illusion to be erected, conjured.
Okay, he's gonna wait to listen in, because I'm assuming it'll be loud, so he doesn't have to get in the crowd to hear it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Then at different points throughout the city, you all gather and begin to listen in to this illusion that begins to present itself. In this kind of grandiose appearance, those of you who are in the more main streets, you look around and you can see other points where the people have gathered, where that same illusion is being projected. You see the light, the bright blue, slightly kind of realistic tones of an individual standing present through illusion-based magic throughout the city. The same person, the same message is being kind of at least given to everyone in unity. It is an individual who is much larger. His frame is huge in comparison to the illusion. Now, illusions can be tricky to kind of perceive reality through because it is an extension of reality, but it can be warped. However, looking through this illusion of this man, it is someone that is towering, they are strong, and you can all see the resemblances of a giant here as they are now fully formed in this illusion. You hear this priest figure kind of announce outwards, "Thank you for joining us on this important milestone for the future of Tras'Vilar. In the aftermath of Embrus and Vernal Decker attack on the city 2 decades ago, we knew a change was coming. We had grown so accustomed to what was, we stagnated. and the hunger in the city died. But it was heroes like the Chaos Shifters that helped show us the way forward. As the newest member of this council, I promise to deliver a better tomorrow, and together we will bring this new era of Tras'Vilar to fruition, with your help, as he gestures outwards to the people. His form flickers as he fades and another person presents itself, one that you've all met before, excluding Oberon, of course. You see Tarkortel standing there. He kind of like gestures outwards, and now you're beginning to see the kind of repetition of high priests giving this message out to the world. You see Tarkortel present himself. We Cortheians are strong, defiant in the face of calamity. This monument has stood a test of time, and we have a rich history here. This is our beginning, and together this will be our future. Moradin and Sahanin gave us this life to forge for ourselves. Our future is for us to decide. They have made that possible. He disappears, and now you see a kind of stocky, wide individual, bald-headed with tattoos across his body, wearing another sort of like high priest garb. We are one people. These walls do not define us. Kurtayek is all of us, and we must ensure that it is protected too. We cannot do this from the shell. We need to go beyond. Show the people of this world that we are there for them too. That their gods are there for them. You see his form disappears, and instead, taking his place, a slender dragonborn figure, female dragonborn, with almost a silvery sort of white tone to their scales. In moments of change, we must guarantee the sanctity of what has come before, to reinforce and protect the values, the families that we have made. But we also need to open our arms to those that need them. In this embrace of trust, we must not forget those who paved the way forward. In this new change, both High Priestess Malice and High Priest Hephaestus Crumb, whose wisdom has been immeasurable for Tras'Vilar, and we thank them for their many years of service, have an announcement to make. You see as she disappears, two other priests appear. One of them, a hobgoblin with, a bugbear, with long kind of furred arms, female and kind of lanky but wide-shouldered. And another individual, a very kind of distinguished older gentleman, human with this kind of pompadour-style haircut to him, very ostentatious, very daring with his look. He speaks first. The time that I have spent here in service of the god of stories, and sharing the many worlds that make up our reality, to each one of you has been my life's dream come true. But all good stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. For me, my time has come. And in this new chapter of Tras'Vilar, I think it appropriate that I be replaced by another, whose story has only just started. You see, the bugbear speaks up. No other has ever stood against me and won. Tras'Vilar, I am your strength. Tras'Vilar, I am your ferocity. Yet, someone has defeated me. And what they can provide to you outweighs my own talents. They will carry on my legacy, and those who have worn this title with great honor. The two of them disappear in the illusion, and two fresh-faced priests step forward into the limelight, taking on the role of these previous high priests. For a moment, interjecting the two, you see that same female dragonborn once again. Now, as we look ahead to their successors, will you join me in welcoming two long-standing members of their respective temples, High Priest of Bane, Ocean, and High Priestess of Tella, Shay Crane. And you see, as she kind of gestures to the two, you see standing beside her a slender drow woman who has this very sort of nice prepared outfit, and she carries several books on her. The outfit itself seems to be made out of sheet paper, as well as kind of just tapestries and books, and you see writings on it throughout. The other individual is a Triton, a male Triton, who has very long braided hair, and they themselves seem to have almost an attire more in keeping with the sea and its kind of cool vibes. The Triton speaks first. It was a dream of mine to one day stand here before all of you. I have great respect for Malice, and I hope to bring that same fire that she brought, the strength to keep all of us safe. I have been coming to the brass fighting pits since I was very young. I'd watched these great warriors in your stars clash to prove their strength. I will prove to all of you the strength I'm willing to give, and I will make Bane proud. You see the drow woman also speaks up. Fables and stories. This city is richer than no other. A long line of events that have transpired within these very walls. For some, a fleeting memory, for others, a breeze on the wind. All of them have told a clear story. That you are defiant. No matter how great the odds, how close to desolation we have all been, Tras'Vilar has stood and will continue to stand beyond even time itself. I want to hear the story of those who call Tras'Vilar theirs, and I hope to one day write my own within these marble walls. The two of them give a slight bow to the people, and you begin to hear just people kind of chattering. This is fresh news to everyone here in the city, and you can hear a couple of people just kind of ignorant to change, some applauding the change, but they all kind of go back and forth on their opinions. It's definitely a melting pot within these different groups that you find yourselves in. As they all fade away, you see the main leader of Tras'Vilar present himself in the same fashion. This bright, brilliant, dragonborn soldier, a true paladin, if it were to be described in any words. You see, he is currently here presenting himself to the people. And everyone, you hear almost a breath of fresh air just kind of hits everyone's ears as soon as he begins to talk. It is not Tras'Vilar Vilar Arne. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
So funny.
Imagine if it was. Hello, sexy people of Tras'Vilar. No, it's not him. It's not him. The bastard. He's dead. He's dead. But no, the true leader, the one and only of Tras'Vilar, presents himself, and he will begin to share a few words as well. He speaks, Tras'Vilar, my heart, my home. We have been fighting an age-long battle that many of us cannot see. Yet I feel your fear, and the cold breeze that grips all of us. Our council has failed you. It has failed Abandra, and it has failed High Priest Dursk Lightfinger. Please, spare a moment of silence and prayer to your God in memory of a man who helped reshape Tras'Vilar, sharing his luck with all of us. And you hear the city go silent. Not a footstep, not a word, not a cough, not a sniffle. It is just a silence. And then you see he kind of perks up. With our council empty, we have reached out for help. In fact, not just one god will be calling Tras'Vilar home. Please join me in welcoming Pelor and Melora to the city. As he says that, you see two more figures present themselves through the illusionary work that is being kind of cast here. You see a male figure standing there, in what looks like vines and a staff in hand. The other one, another male figure, but slightly shorter, with elven ears and kind of long blue hair. Elisio, you recognize the man.
Oh, hair.
Fuck, he doesn't have blue hair. You're right.
No, he
Shit.
has the dark brown hair. And
Dark
it's
brown
like
hair.
this length. Like,
If you could describe
shoulder
him, that would be
length.
excellent.
Oh, okay. So a tan-skinned elf with kind of like straight, parted down the middle, very dark brown hair, very dark eyes, just like Alicia's, and he is dressed in these kind of like, even if his hair is like maybe sticking out a bit on the sides, it still seems like very prim and proper. All of his clothing is in place, very symmetrical, with symbols of Paler, the
Okay.
blue sun, and
As
also a blue rose on like his collar piece. But yeah.
as the two of them are presented here in this moment, Korthak continues, representing the Temple of Palor, High Priest Silas Riverblue, and representing the Temple of Melora, High Priest Bjorn Moonwind. Tras'Vilar will be home to two deities. And he kind of like gestures for the two of them as he disappears in the illusion. All of you hear the name Silas Riverblue. You could tell by the attire already and link it to Elisio and his father. Silas is the first one to speak. Thank you, Korthak, for bringing my family to yours. Alongside my daughter, we hope to bring Palor's tenets of warmth and inspiration to all of you. You see, he doesn't say anything else. He's very just short with his delivery, leaving everyone to ponder why this new person has said much. Meanwhile, Bjorn kind of steps forward as well, kind of keeping the same tempo. Likewise for myself and my brother, we have fought here to defend against evil, and our allies stood beside us. Korthak, in you, I and Melora trust. We are more than glad to be here in the city, alongside good company, and we hope to forge a world for all together. They fade away, and now you see Korthak represented fully. Beside him, the entire array of priests as well just appear in illusion. The entire council, as well as their representative paladins as well, all standing beside them. You see next to Moradin, the kind of priest there, Tarkotel, as well as Antonio Yarrow, who you've kind of met briefly. You've also kind of Elisio. This is more for you than anyone else.
Uh-huh.
In the row of people, you see your sister standing there as well, alongside your father. She is
Great.
officiated as a paladin of Palor in the city of Tras'Vilar, so she is currently here as well.
Good thing she's in a big tall ass mountain right now.
Yeah. Amongst all of these people, there is one space that is hollow, that there's no paladin next to. And that is next to the female dragonborn representing Bahamut. But in this kind of lineup, you see the full kind of might of the council. Korthak still present, his final words to the people. As the council has slightly hinted at, a change is coming that will help usher in a new age for all of Korthak. Some of our stars will be leaving these walls in the formation of a new task force for not just the people of Korthak, but also its neighboring planes. In accordance with Calzeria and many other nations, we will help bring stability in a time of such uncertainty. We are here for you, and you are here for us. And you see, they all disappear as the announcement fades and finishes. The people are kind of left there kind of wondering. Some of them clap, some of them cheer, others kind of slightly confused as to the changes to come, but they all begin to disperse as this kind of meeting, this announcement ends. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
You said there's like priests here that are casting like the spells for the announcement, right?
That's right.
How do they like seem to be feeling about the situation?
Sure. You can roll an insight check.
Okay.
With an 8, you can see there are members of each kind of cloth here. They are all intermingling and all talking to each other. But there is a clear sort of alignment that some of these priests have with each other. You can see that Melora and Paylor, the two of them, seem to be quite close. They seem to be talking and kind of chatting as if they are pals. Amongst the others, there is a bit of tension, you can see, and a reluctance, certainly in the air. But for the most common people, or kind of for those not paying too much attention, they seem very driven and very kind of keeping a good face to themselves. But you're just seeing a bit more of different aspects to their insights.
Lovely. Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else from...
Cal stopped listening like after
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
It got super bored, and then like he noticed that Ulrich was listening super intently, and he was just like, fine, I guess we'll stand here and wait. But then Melora's high priest stepped up, and he was just like, oh wait, no, that's actually really cool. I dig that. Yeah. But aside from that, he was completely uninterested. He noted, and he sees his dad being there. It was like, that makes sense. And then was just like, okay.
Okay. Well, you see now the shop is beginning to get opened as the person who was watching now returns back to the salon and prepares to kind of get everything ready. So the shop is now open for you to enter. Alicio, is there anything that you're doing after the news breaks?
Against all, dude, oh my god, they're both here. Rush to the shop where they are, still trying to kind of avoid the main crowds, hoping that people are now focused on big announcements and that some people might cause shit which will take away the guard's attention from him.
Okay. Can you roll another stealth check?
Yes.
This time a regular one, since you are now, the crowds have dispersed and you are trying to
I do
navigate.
have my boots of elven kind.
What do the boots do specifically?
It just give advantage on stealth checks, I believe.
Okay. Sure, we'll allow it. Typically it's a bit odd because you're in a crowd in the city, so boots of elven kind wouldn't really, I don't know, how would that work? It's more for like,
You make no sound when you make steps, essentially.
yeah. When the city is so loud already, just roll an advantage, doesn't matter.
Alright. 20.
Okay. With a 20, you avoid the eyes of everyone, pretty much, anyone who would inquire. Since your sister was on display, her bright blue hair was there, full kind of attire. If you would have been noticed, they probably connect you straight away. They may even call you their name, perhaps, since you are close in resemblance. So luckily you rolled high enough to avoid getting accosted by fans, we'll say. So you make it to the shop with everyone else. So you guys tell me, what's your plans in the shop? The retailer there has everything you can imagine that you can need. Dyes, anything. So you tell me what you're getting, and we'll put a price on it.
Who's going first?
Oberon starts like skipping through the aisles, putting together like a makeup kit.
Okay.
Just the brightest, most offensive orange I can find with sparkles in it.
Shit.
Oh my god. No.
Oren will attempt and fail to keep track of Kel's growing number of supplies.
Oberon would also try and look for a hair dye that they reckon might cover Alyssio's blue.
Okay.
Even if it is like temporary, would just start like looking for something like.
Wait, bro, I need to send you something. Because I had an idea, hold on, but you keep looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, if there's like special dyes for beards, because you know sometimes the structure of that hair is different than you. Anyway, he's just making sure he has all the bases covered.
Sure. Well, there is everything here that you can need, and they can create custom dyes and place things together. So if you do need something custom, they can put it together for you. Cal, do you ever like mention that this is your family business?
Nah, just when we're done.
Okay,
At the checkout, he's gonna talk to the cashier, but not at the moment.
Okay. Well, with the dyes that you need, the colors required and taken, the entire lot will say, if you're doing price per person, it'll be 2 silver per person, as you get all of the necessary requirements. Now, the dyes themselves, you can get potent ones, or you can get ones that aren't as potent. Some of them are magically infused. That will mean that even if your hair grows, the color will stay the same. There are some that just are natural dyes that will eventually fade away, and you kind of need to reapply every so often. So you can tell us what you end up getting. We'll go around in a circle. So we'll start with Oberon. Oberon, what do you buy? What's your...
Hair dye for Alyssia.
What's the color?
Like a dark purple to like cover most of the blue while the undertones would still be correct. And then like a little bit of bleach and some pink.
Okay. You have that in your possession.
Oh, I know what they said.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Okay, that's nice.
Like a makeup kit of like kind of foundation that would match both of them, and then probably like the best match they can figure out for Cal, just in case Cal ever gets like... Cal seems the most likely to get beat the fuck up and eventually need bruises or something covered.
Yeah.
So Oberon puts a kit together for like disguising if Cal ever needs like heavy bruising or like a broken nose hidden, and like just a glam kit for Oberon.
Okay.
And
get 2 types of foundation for the 2 forms.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Is it all just like cosmetics in here, or is there like fabric dye in here as well?
There's fabric dyes as well. They do have some stuff here. They also have... they seem to have branched out. It seems like they maybe don't make that much money here. So what they've also got is, because they are in telesector, a kind of supply of outfits, fancy dress. They have some wigs in the back. They have some kind of party clothes that they've just gathered for events and things. So they kind of like doubled up on the shop here.
Oberon would like put the glam kit on the counter, and as well as like the hair dye, and then just kind of go and start picking through, like just like flicking through all the clothes and stuff.
Okay, cool. Should I ask you, Arne, or should I just jump to Leonie?
At the start, Oren would try to keep Cal honest about it, but he gets lost somewhere around the fabric, dies, and I imagine Cal will use that sort of distraction to his full advantage.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
Okay, so
like
Cal,
he
what?
originally picked up the stuff that washes out, but then Oren looked away for a second. He put that down, picked up the permanent one.
That is vile. That is disgusting.
But then he had like a shiver of consciousness. His brain was like, no, that's too far. He's not gonna talk to you anymore.
Can you roll a wisdom save for this?
No.
Cal,
A conscience, please.
Yes, good wisdom, guys.
Like,
yes, good wisdom. Okay.
I literally tried that with your conscience, and you didn't listen.
It's okay. Wait, is it wisdom check, right?
Wisdom
Wait,
save,
How do
wisdom
I do this?
Save.
Oh, save. Okay.
It's right underneath, and yeah, there you go.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
it's a 20.
Natural 20.
Dang.
You do
We
listen to
learn
your
new
subconscious.
things every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he picks up the stuff that washes out
Okay.
with remorse. And something to add to it that makes it sparkle. Obviously, maybe if there is something that makes it not for the hair but for the beard, something that makes it look like it's almost flickering, like a flame would. You
Okay.
know, something really fancy.
Mhm.
I don't think he grabs anything else. That's it. Just the
Okay.
head eye. And for the beard.
Just the head eye. You will see the seller, who is just a human man, very elegant though. His hair is kind of comprised in different tones and colors, undertones kind of flushing through. But he kind of stares at you, Cal. Are you sure you just want? I have some special inks that you might be interested in.
No, I just want this. Well, and some information if that's possible.
Well, hold on. Wait a sec. Hold your horses. The ink is permanent.
I'm not allowed to. No, wait, like forever or until?
I have a supplier who.
No.
I don't want to say milking, but they have been. I said what I said. They have an affliction. It's terrible. But luckily enough, they excrete a dye that I can use, which is permanent.
Oh no, Max, you are not giving me. That sounds very fun, but everything you said around that sounds disgusting. So I'm gonna have to say no. But I would like to ask you for some information, or are you too? Well, you don't look too busy, so I'm just gonna. How much contact do you have with the people that own the shop? Would you know where they are at the moment?
What do you mean?
The couple that owns these shops. Do you know where they are? Or could you get like a letter to them? I don't know where they are. I can't exactly address a letter to wherever the fuck you are. That's not very precise, and they wouldn't like the language.
I'm sorry. Are you Do they owe you money?
Well, no. You could say I owe them money, I guess, but I think that cancels out when you're related. I'm not sure. They've spent a lot of money on me, which they will never get back.
He takes a moment to look at you. Oh, you're one of the sons, right?
Yes, the prettier one.
Precarious.
I haven't seen her brother.
I've heard of you before, yes.
Wow.
I thought you were busy doing some
Wow.
political ventures, but I'm surprised to see you here.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, wow.
You're a bit more dirty than I expected, though.
You can stop. Do you have an idea where my parents are? Or do you not?
No. They've not come here in forever. The shop
Okay.
was established 5 years ago and they never came. They built it and went. It's pretty much just the name on the front, and I get some of their supply, but they've never been. You are the first of your blood to ever enter my shop.
Right. So you have no idea. Not even like the continent?
Well, I received a flyer of an event
Uh-huh.
that was taking place in Gavert. It seemed to
Right.
be a meeting of well-established individuals that I have no care for. And he kind of hands you the flyer and places it on the table. It's for the end of the year, during the solstice. It is an annual dance that is put together, a meeting of very influential people.
As he reads that, his brain's just going, is this something my parents would be interested in? Like, does this seem like their thing?
You can roll a history check.
History.
See if you can have advantage since it is your family. You'd hope you know them well enough.
19.
19.
Hope so.
Social ventures, they don't tend to go to too many. This is definitely going to be one of those one in a year sort of events that they go to. This is where all the people tend to go if they are either traders or business individuals. A lot of big names tend to go to these sorts of big events, especially for the solstice, the end of the years, the turn of the calendar. You have a lot of people going to big events such as that. There aren't many throughout the calendar year, so when there is, people turn up. People who want to show themselves will be there. So for business, it's always important. When you think of that, you also remember Hicarius mentioning elements of this as well for future prospects of his own ventures too. So it's definitely a place that has been circulated for sure. And it's going to be in
Okay.
Gavert.
Nice. Good. Solstice, how long is that away roughly? End of the year, you said?
You are pretty much at the kind of beginning sort of like start of the summer period. So you still have another kind of half a year left in front of you
Okay.
until the solstice happens.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just like it lines up perfectly after your downtime.
That's like you're telling me don't do the shit during the downtime, Leonie.
Save it for
Okay.
the game.
Got you.
Okay. Alicio, what do you buy from this place? Since you have arrived.
I rushes in, closes the door behind. Oh, hi guys. You know what? I decided actually I'm down for experimenting. And while we're experimenting with hair, why don't we experiment with names? You can call me out for the day. Did you guys buy any more dice by any chance?
Oberon
What?
just like waves around the dice.
Oh, great. Perfect. Let's do that now.
I love your energy.
Just
By the way,
divide
since I am
in
a family
place.
member, do we get discounts?
No.
It seems unfair.
Well,
I
it
feel like-
seems
I feel
unfair
like we
that
should-
your family hasn't been in here for 5 years, no?
Well, okay, how about this? We get a discount? Or
Does
we
have
get,
a point.
No, we get a discount and I tell them to come and visit and clean up.
Well, I don't need them unless they provide something for my establishment.
Right, I could also tell them that you're being a little shit and get you fired. If that would make you happier.
Roll an
Don't
intimidation check.
harass the salesman.
You're fucking away. You should have said that earlier. 19.
Oh. Well, if you are that ruthless, then I can take off a bit, I'm sure. And you see he begins to kind of hand back some silver. Gives you 4 silver back. Essentially 1 silver each for all of the stuff you have acquired. I doubt I'll be ever seeing them, but if this is what you want.
Says Kelly's just, I'm watching you. I'll remember you, Doctor.
And I will remember you too, Hicarius. Causing
Cal
trouble
is
for your
like
brother.
he's a second close to correcting him, and then his brain is like, no, this is good.
This is great stuff. So yeah, Alicia, do you buy anything in the end?
Well, since Oberon bought the die for him,
You're just going to apply it now.
yeah.
Okay. There is a place in the back that you can apply all of these. It's like a small salon, so you can kind of do the proper preparations and methods to do so. Now, who amongst you is going to be doing this applying of the die? Since there is a roll that's involved, it just doesn't happen.
Okay. I'm very dexterous. So is Cal.
That
So
is
am I.
true. So even outside of me wanting to do it desperately, Cal is a logical choice.
Oh, by the way, can I pay the shopkeep the difference for Kel being a little shit?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You really threatened someone's job over a couple silver when you paid a gold piece for a fucking boot.
Birds! Oh, the fuck!
You did what?
You did not hear that!
I did.
It's a
He's
good
breaking the fourth wall. Get him.
It's a very good boot. It served me well. And my plans.
And is that a plant in your boot? You spent a gold on a pot.
Yes, I wouldn't get too close to it. It reacts very, very badly to strangers.
Just starts hissing and biting it his way. Oh. Bad plant. Okay, so who's applying the dye?
If nobody
Me?
stops him, Alicia will be doing it to himself.
No.
Looks like
Because he's
Oberon's
done
doing
it.
Oberon is
Oh.
not letting Alicio.
He's done it before.
Yeah, but Alicio, Oberon is not about to let Alicio box dye his own hair.
Okay, so
Oberon is at least getting a rat tail comb and separating the bits into sections.
Okay.
Also,
And Cal-
Arlen, if you want Oren to go to Moradin Temple before we dye his hair, say it now before it's too late.
It is too late.
we're here now.
He
This is his choice.
he has asked himself this question ever since seeing the die.
He's
But
given
he's
up.
not
You
about to
broken
go
the
back on a
man.
promise.
Okay, then I will ask Oberon if you could roll a sleight of hand check, and Cal if you could roll a sleight of hand check too.
Yes, see? I told you this was going to be good.
Can I redirect luck to give them a advantage? I mean, reroll.
Okay, if you can.
Yeah, with the cape,
Okay, you can roll again.
cloak, not cape. The fuck. Nice.
All right. You apply the dyes in the way that you wish, and both of you now are sporting a very fresh color. Quite an
Oberon-
intrusive color, mind you. Bright orange, very kind of
Beard glowing.
it is radioactive. You will be taking psychic damage because of the shine
Oh, no.
that's hitting your eyes when the sunlight hits. But we'll deal with that when it happens.
Oberon would
But it
get
is
some hairspray and tap some glitter from the glam kit over Alicio's hair at the end as well.
No sparkles. Not now.
Stuck forever.
Sparkles.
Okay, well, hair dyed, beauty equipment gathered. Brooke, you can write down beauty kit in your set of tools that you have with you. It doesn't exist in D&D, but just add it anyway. So yeah, now you have that with you. I will say as well, because of the items that you've gotten and the other bits of clothing that you've purchased, you can also write down that you have a disguise kit as well. because you do have basically the formations of a disguise kit. It's piecemeal together, but at least you can remind yourself that you have something to that fashion.
I also want to have bought various textile dyes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Like magical and non-magical and stuff.
Sure. There is, when it comes to the magical dyes, there's two in particular that you can get. Those that are permanent and those that are resistant to kind of weather-altering effects. So it's not like regular dye where it will wash away. It kind of like sticks together and it keeps its pigment, but it will fade after a while. But the permanent ones you can get that are like essentially stain the very root of what you're painting. So it's up to you on what you want to get.
Question: is the permanent ones only in orange and purple?
How did you guess? how did you guess?
No, that is disgusting, Max. That's disgusting.
Hello, you don't know where it comes from.
Uh-huh.
You don't know where it comes from.
Oh no.
So yeah, you buy those. We'll say if you want a combination of both, it'll put you back, we'll say 5 silver. So you have a mixture of permanent and semi-permanent resistant sort of dyes. And then that'll cover both bases. Anything else from here, or are you going to move on to the next stop?
I think we're done here. Alicia's just mostly asking for like, can we go to the boat now? Are we done? We don't have to stay here all day, right, guys? We can go now. I mean,
We just need to get our nails done.
Jill, we have to get our nails
I'm chill.
done.
I'm so calm. Don't you see?
You're not. You're like vibrating.
No, I'm not.
Take like a deep breath in and let it back out. Like
Just like hyperventilating. I'm great. Maybe just had too much coffee. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's go.
What's coffee?
I feel like this would be a great moment to have the calm emotions spell prepared, which I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so you paint your nails. You have them ready.
Do you guys want to go visit my parents around solstice? Well, not technically visit my parents. Technically, it's more of a go to a social function and hope they're there too, so we casually run into them, sort of thing.
You realize
That
I
sounds
have
fun.
a sending spell and can just ask them where they are.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. That's not really. I'm not sure they'd say yes, so I just want to sort of engineer it organically.
So we want to
organic.
try and crash their party.
No, it's not their party. They are not organizing it. They will be attending probably because it's a sort of everyone who's someone in the world of like merchants will be there. And we still have lots of time till there, so like if you guys don't want to do it, you can still cancel. So.
Sure. Why not? I'm not great at parties, but okay.
Sure. I might find a material merchant.
Yeah, definitely. There are all sorts of material merchants there. Okay, nice nails. Who wants what nails?
Oberon,
Please.
like.
Please describe to us what your nails look like. What do you end up going for?
Pinterest. Aesthetic
Scroll,
nails.
scroll. I want to paint my nails yellow and put a little dot on them and call them minions. These are my minions.
Oh, Max, that's very boring.
Wow. Thanks.
I mean,
That is very boring.
paint banana skins then.
Oberon's nails are like already like super long, so she just wants to get them like shaped and then like all like different shades of like pink and red with like little charms on them, like very like over the top, like sparkly, shiny, like that long.
oh Jesus!
Yarrow levels of tacky.
Kel has the problem that long nails get in the way of archery, right? They get pretty annoying pretty quickly. So his nails are short, but you can still put paint on those, so he gets like, I don't know, very bright green, almost slime looking, and it has a slight texture to it, which entertains him for like an hour. It's just like boop, 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 boop. Anyway.
Okay. Anyone else? Alicia?
No, I think he's too jittery to have his nails painted right now.
Is there any chance that Orun will get distracted enough for Kel to just paint his nails red or something?
Is there?
I don't know, is there? I guess that would be a fucking ADHD. What's an ADHD check? Wisdom save?
Like, I don't know. Is there like a massage parlor or something, like de-stressing?
Yeah.
Where you can casually fall asleep in an inconvenient location?
I'm sure there is, yeah. Here in the city where there's pretty much everything, you can find at least one place with it. Is that where you're heading to next?
Yeah, like
That's more like, okay, Alicia needs to chill. He needs to relax. So we're going to a massage thing, and then you can chill out, and then we can deal with the serious stuff afterwards. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're doing the whole self-care experience.
Yeah, spa day.
Okay, sounds good. Alicia, are you on board? Because you were shaking.
Massage part, he's just like goes pale faced. Massage where random people touch you.
No. You can do like a water massage where you're just sort of laying in something, and then there's like rhythmic, like water movements and shit. You don't have to touch you for anything. No touching, if you don't want.
I think I might know. I think I might know a place that also provides herbal baths, if that's more your thing.
Like private ones, not like a
Oh, yes, of course.
public. Okay, I guess. I'd rather we just go, you know. We don't have to do all that.
Well, but we can't do that on the boat. Like, I don't think they installed that on our boat. It isn't that fancy.
All right, but let's not stay for too long.
Just this, and then we go to the Morning Temple, drop off the book, and then we can fuck off from the city. By the way, why are you so tense? Is it because of your dad?
What? No.
You feel you feel Oberon just like bap you gently on the side of the head, Cal.
No. What? It's just Nebula
related,
doesn't
but
like
it might
this
not be as
city,
bad.
you know?
Huh?
To be fair, Alicia hasn't told you that his dad is a high priest. He only told Helen.
No, but we just saw it.
You could.
Yeah, I know, but... what? Dad? No. Nebula just doesn't like this city, that's all.
We will not question it
Okay.
if it makes you uncomfortable, but you could confide in us at any time.
That's a wisdom check for Alicia. I just want to see. Oh dear.
Oh boy. You tell us what that means.
Okay, I might have run away from home and my dad is looking for me.
Oh,
Understood.
cool.
That's fine.
Okay, great. That's a problem. And
Oh, wait,
if you
like,
see somebody who looks like me but has long hair, don't mention me at all. In fact,
Yes.
just go the other way.
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
Like, we're like,
Great.
we can stop talking about this topic in a second, but like, is he dangerous? Like, should we
My dad?
Well, you know, people run away from home for different reasons, and just, you know, to be safe, are we supposed
Kel reads a lot
seriously
of
supposed to
novels.
just turn around and
don't think he's dangerous. Not in the sense you might be thinking, I guess.
Good. That's very good.
I mean, he's a high priest, so.
So influential, but likely not aggressive.
Yeah, the aggressive part is my sister, which we should be worried about. She's very strong.
Oh.
Like,
Oh. So she's the dangerous one. Okay, got you.
yeah, very much.
And does she pose a threat to you? Or
In a sense that she'd probably drag me back home, probably.
Ah. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, I said we can stop talking about the topic, so let's get massages and protect Alicia, because
Yeah, hopefully this new hair helps. Less obvious, but still might see my face. Well, if it's the two of them, I don't know if the guards might recognize me.
In the nail parlor, is there anyone around that seems susceptible to feminine wiles?
There's no one else here in the parlor at the moment. The only person that is here is the worker, and you are not their type at all.
Oberon, while we're hopping between shops, would like to try and flirt with someone to the extent that they'd let Oberon comb through their hair.
You're disgusting. Okay.
Oh, come on.
hey, no, we need a spice for Alicia. This is the most effective way.
Right.
Yeah, so that is a side mission.
Okay.
And then after that point, would just hand Alicia the duplicitous comb.
All right. Well, one thing to consider. Yikes. One thing to consider, you are in a city with magic items. So if you did want to try and look for magic items, there is a shop that you can try and procure some. So it's up to you if you want to go into there. That is one of the shops on the way to Moradin's temple, if that's where you're going. Because it's in Corlin's sector.
I'm kind of piss poor, so I don't know.
We did run into the weird gum witch here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, enough. Yes, but we have
Rubber.
the chalk to go to her. Whenever.
Yeah, she wasn't located in a specific place. Right.
No, she seems to come and go freely. You need the chalk to summon her, it seems. Which you have.
Right.
Okay. Well, whilst you're kind of deciding where to go, we may as well have a break because we're at the halfway point now anyway. And you guys can have a little chat amongst yourselves on where you want to go next. So we're going to have a quick 5-minute break. And we'll be back very soon for more nail salons and maybe we get our Barbies out as well. See you in a bit.
More utter chaos is what he means to say, because that's
threads of chaos. That's what we are. Yeah, that's what we are. See ya.
Bye.
Whee!
Whee!
Wee! Hello, welcome back. We've returned from our break with wheeze and woos in tow. So the party have just had their nails done. They've been to a salon. They've done their hair, dyed their beards, and they have ready to continue their journey in Tras'Vilar, the holy city, as lots of changes have occurred. Lots of me just talking for 30 minutes, and then the party doing goofy shit, as it always should be in D&D. So now the party are heading to Moradin's temple. To reunite with Targotel, but also for Ulrin to pick up some supplies, as was requested last time he was here. So, as the group of you arrive at Moradin's temple, you can see it's fairly busy. There's a lot of people out and about, walking around the temple itself. A lot of the crafters that have been far and away have seemingly returned for this special announcement in particular. For Ulrin and Cal, the two of you, whilst you're walking into the Moradin's temple, you see inside there is a familiar figure that you've seen once before. You see the hill giant Cognar currently standing there and looking down and discussing some things with the other patrons there. He seems to be retelling tales of his time in the Howling Mountains and how the temple is being basically recreated there. He hasn't noticed you guys enter, but you can just see him off to the side just discussing this with some of the newer priests that have joined.
Yeah, Oren would just woke up. Cognar, good to see you.
Ulrin, he kind of goes over, sees you. Big, lumbering oaf of a man that Cognar is, especially in this temple that is... It's built for big people, but he's on the larger side. He comes up to you and just kind of like comes down to eye level, gives a sort of like hand to the back of your head and give a slight nudge. Is everything all right?
It's the color, isn't it?
Well, they call me Silver Eye for a reason. I've noticed a slight change. Is this permanent?
It is not. Unless Kel duped me somehow.
Cal standing behind you, just innocently going,
He
Not
turns
this
and
time,
looks
it
at you,
seems.
Cal. Good to see you, Cal. Still up to your mischievous ways, it seems.
Horse.
Well, you're looking good. And he kind of like stands up. So, what's the latest? Where have you been?
Oh yeah. We lost some people. Well, my Syriac's not fine. As far as we know. But Helen isn't. But we were successful, I guess, in what we were set out to do. That's something. And we met new people. This is Oberon. This is Alicia. They're great.
Ow.
Flashes the
not
nails.
what I just said. This is.
You see Cognar's like taking it all in, and every priest in this building is just looking at Oberon, just kind of like staring. It's very much like a male fraternity and a woman's just walked in, and they're like, what's going on? What is this? Cognar looks up. Interesting change of a group. So, Helen is dead.
Well, presumably, yeah. It's rather fresh, so if we could not talk about it.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think we would have been where we were if you weren't all there. So, I'm sorry to hear that. But, nice to meet the two of you. My name is Cognar. These two helped me. In the Howling Mountains, I suffered quite a loss. and they helped me see the light. They restored me back to my full health. And I traveled with them for quite a while. Good people. Very good people. So you're in good hands. And where did you...
Cal looks doubtful. Sorry.
Where did you all meet? Is this just along your journey?
Of course, let me tell you. And Oren starts recounting
Insert
the event.
recap.
Chronologically.
I could. I have the notes and all, but this is going to take a while.
Cal just inserts at random times and it's like, no. It was a volcano and it was throwing meteors at the ship. And yeah,
Wow.
just insertions.
I
like,
think meteors come from space, no?
Well, what the fuck else were they then? Asteroid? No, those also come from space.
At least you'll back me up here. You're an expert on space.
Yes, they're not asteroids nor meteorites.
They
Cogna...
were gigantic, red, and flying.
They're just called volcanic rocks when they're from a volcano.
Well, that sounds less
I
cool.
think we're getting
Or
sidetracked.
extrusive igneous rocks, but that's a mouthful.
Pulls out Wikipedia. Puts it back in pocket.
Yeah.
Cogna listens to the entire...
I'm not as smart as my
Cal just-
character. Get off my dick.
Cal just leads over to Alicia and goes, I forgot the fake name. What was the fake name?
Al, just call me Al.
Yes, right.
Elisio, you can see that Cogna recognizes who you are. This is a person who examines the finer details and everything. There's a reason why he has the nickname Silver Eye. And you can definitely tell that as soon as he saw your face, he looked at your hair to see that there was a definite mismatch of the two. He's a very insightful man and can see the finer details. But he doesn't say anything. But you notice he knows. He spots the difference. And probably puts two and two together. Well, that's quite a journey. Let me share mine as well. Since we last left, myself and the team that I left with had entered the temple once again. We started to rebuild it. Met with Antonia Yarrow whilst we were there. She is the paladin of Moradin here in the city, and she helped us reconnect and start the process of bringing the temple back to what it was. So it's in good repairs, and I'll be heading back there in the next few days to continue on in overseeing everything goes smoothly and to completion. But that's all down to you guys helping us. So again, another thing to be very thankful for. And Targotel knows. I've told him everything. So we're trying to at least examine the rest of the area to see if there's any more curses left behind by the Awoken, but seems fine so far. Yes, Cal, you have your hand up. This is not a classroom. You can speak freely.
Cool. Does that mean we know what did that to the Yetis? Or was that Awoken stuff? Or did you find a creature that could have done that? I want to know.
There was no signs of who or what did that as of yet. When we returned to the temple, there were more cadavers, more Yetis. Not in the temple itself, but on the journey there. Definitely seems like someone is sending a message.
Right.
But they have a specific right.
Staying in the mountains, right? It's not coming out of the mountains, it's staying in the mountains, right?
It seems so, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
We'll be sure to keep an eye out on it just in case anyway. We don't want anything leaving the Howling Mountains that shouldn't leave.
No. Actually, not that thing. That's good. That's great. Good on you for repairing the temple. That's really good news. Even if there's a Yeti murdering, skinning alive, and Greta running around.
well as the Howling Mountains, you never know what sort of devils and creatures you may find there. And he kind of gives a slight knowing nod towards Oberon. But again, not all devils are bad. So it's just a matter of picking and choosing and finding where they stem from. But I'm sure you're not here to see me. Tarkortel has returned from his meeting with the council. He is in his study, if you need to see him. But it was good seeing all of you again.
It was good seeing you as well. And don't sell your company short. I'm happy to meet you again.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. He kind of, unless you wish to speak to him any further, he lets you go on your business, and you know where Tarkortel's study is. So it's up to you if you want to go and see him straight away.
Yeah, I leave Cogna to resume his talks with the other priests.
Okay. Finding Tarkortel, you can see he's currently kind of gathering some things together, sat by the fireplace that he's kind of just recently lit, examining the flames as they kind of lick up and down the chimney stack. He is currently kind of pensive as you enter, and he kind of turns with a warm smile. Come in. Good to see you again, Orin. How did your mission go?
We succeeded, but at a cost.
Well, congratulations. It is a well-fought battle. I can imagine it would have been very difficult. Can I ask what the casualties were?
Helen was her name. She perished trying to hold one of the halves of the demon we fought.
The Dreamer. I remember her, yes. Oh, that is a shame. Hopefully she is still there in dreams, even though her body may not.
Though she did not fall against the demon, not exactly, as I'm told. She was in possession of a type of artifact, Fey in origin, we think. And Orin reveals the book he has chained to himself.
You see, he looks down at the book in your chest. That is a powerful relic. Where have you acquired such a thing?
On our journey, we met a ghost delivery man. Daryl, his name. He had the book, but no idea who to bring it to. And he didn't care to keep it, so we came into possession of it.
He goes forward. May I?
Be careful. When I first touched it, it tried to affect me. In what way, I cannot tell.
I'll be sure to stay stalwart in mind. I will not open it. I just wish to examine the cover.
Of course.
Are we all in there as well?
I don't think so. I think it's
Okay.
just all written. You unchain it from you, the very intricate locks that you've placed. He takes it, holds it for a moment. And he places it on the table. Do you know who this book belongs to?
I do not.
It is a powerful sorceress. A witch, a hag of the Fey realm. One whose chaotic threads have bled into our world. Leonie, stop!
Come on, you can't tell me that was unintentional. Who's chaotic threats?
Why do you think I try to push the name of that for this fucking series? She is a creature of chaos. Each breath she breathes is one that turns the air sour. She is known as Madame Lazille, and she was thought to have died many years ago. Thousands of years ago. But her threads can still be found everywhere. Loose ties wrapping their way around helpless souls. This book is the epicenter of her chaos. It goes where it wishes. It will find its way in the hands of whoever it deems worthy. This is unruly and impossible to contain. Madame Lazille sighed alongside the Everlight, a force beyond the stars that is all-consuming and her influence is, well, everywhere. This item, what do you wish to do with it?
Originally, I meant to give it into the custody of Moradin to keep it locked away and sealed.
I do not even think that can help. I don't think any sort of powers can stop this chaotic tome from finding its place. This is beyond the powers of divinity. Do you know of the wills of fate?
Not as much as I should, perhaps.
They are the origin of all. The wills are the very fabric of what we perceive as reality. They create the flow of time, of space, of everything we see and perceive. They are the gods of gods. They are what came first, before everything else. There are not many. No one can just become a will. They have been solidified throughout the beginning, and will be there until the very end. One of those is known as Kamara, the god of fate and destiny. Kamara's line is definitive. It is a prophecy. All of us are intertwined and wrapped around it. And if you believe in predestiny, then that is that. Sometimes we can shift it and change our own finality. But in the end, one path is always clear. Kamara controls fate. But Lazille has found a way to revert that. She has spun its weave around her fingers, and she has guided this chaos down those very threads that we speak of. There is not much we can do, from this position at least. But we're all working towards a goal. The Council will look to try and push forward and fight against these powers, but these all take time. There's nothing we can do with a half-baked plan. And this tome, it wills its way wherever it wishes, or wherever she wishes it to be. I'd say follow that. It is best in your hands than anyone else's. So I cannot take this from you. You have chained it to your body, Ulrin, and that is where it best deserves to be. Someone watchful. Someone who can impede such decisions from being made.
I'll trust you on this. Though I'm doubtful of my power to fight such forces.
I know it is a heavy burden to ask you to carry, but it has fallen into your hands, no one else's. If Kamara has any will over those lines of fate, she has guided it to you. And to you it must stay. I'm sure you will find a way to remove this if Kamara is strong enough. Bless you. I hear her now. Yeah, he just grabs the book again, and he just hands it back to you.
I chain it back up.
He places a hand on your shoulder. There is only one other that I would trust with this endeavor, and that is you and Paladin Antonia Yarrow. She is away on duties of this city, and while she is focused there, I'm sure you can focus on this.
I will.
I have acquired all of the items that you have asked for the rest of your journey. And
Thank you.
he'll begin to guide you down to the motherlode of all materials that you may ever need. They're all placed in kind of like a pocket dimension. He kind of reaches in and pulls all of the items that you need out. And he just kind of gestures, do you have your own ability to carry all of these items?
I have a bag of holding.
Oh,
We
excellent.
stumbled across 2 and 1 I hold.
It is Moradin's preferred choice for carrying items, especially since we carry so many supplies. And he kind of hands over all of the items that you had requested, as well as some others that you have in your Discord chats.
Yep.
With that, he'll just kind of once again reassure with you. I had, for the longest time, I had lost faith. But I'm, after all these years, starting to see my purpose. And that is to find people like you. To make everything much better.
I don't know if I'm worthy of such praise. After all, I, the proxy of the Protector, could not keep Helen from losing her life. I feel like I've failed to prepare them properly.
Moradin is the god of life and creation. But to create and stem life, there must be some death and destruction. It is the way of the world, and it is what makes things ever so beautiful. Cherish the moments that you had with her, and perhaps build something in her memory. Honor her.
I will, but we'll confront many more of those beings. I don't know if in my craft I can keep alive the tenets that Moradin demands me to follow. I'm told to not craft tools of destruction. But I may have to. The demons are too resilient for normal means.
Moradin is the father of gods. You may follow his tenets as much as you wish, but his children are there too. If you need a guiding light that isn't his, they will be there to listen. We cannot learn from ourselves. A crafter is only as good as his master. And then you surpass them and learn from the next and the next, constantly changing and evolving.
Thank you for your wisdom. For I must still pray to Moradin, ask forgiveness for this unruly child.
Do you wish to spend some time in the sanctum?
I do.
He'll guide you to the same place you were when you first spoke to Moradin directly. And you have a moment in silence, away from everyone else. And he kind of leaves you there. You see his statue present.
Moradin, I have received your aid. I've received your boons, and yet I could not keep death at bay. Thus I ask for your forgiveness. For I do not intend to let this repeat itself. I may break your tenets, trying to craft weapons beyond what should exist. But I will do so to uphold my promise of protection to those I care about. I ask you to forgive and understand, and perhaps watch over what I will create. As perhaps one day my craft will have to take its place in a deep vault.
Can you roll a D100?
Yep.
Okay. You are in the sanctum of a place that is most sacred to Moradin. Your voice is heard. You know it to be true. but no response comes. But even saying the words enough feels almost a weight off your shoulders, and the book that you carry feels ever so lighter.
I bow once more to the statue before me. Spend a few moments in contemplation and eventually leave.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing whilst Olrin is away, spending some time with its god?
Oberon would
Go on.
Oberon would just be kind of wandering around,
Mhm.
having a look at things,
Sure.
observing what people are doing.
Roll a perception or investigation check.
Cal is watching the whale guy.
Yep, he's still
Just
there.
intense eye contact.
15. In Moradin's temple, there is hundreds of created items that are just all over the walls, all over the ceiling, hanging down. It's an ode to all of the previous crafters that came before and have left their mark here. You can see a very rudimentary enchantment, some very powerful enchantments just left there hanging. So if those catch your eye, for sure, that's one of the main things that are here on display. You see the, as Leonie has put it, whale guy, the bald-headed man who is currently in a very monk-like state, just slightly hovering off the ground as whale sounds are emanating from them. There is a guy on the back that is being currently siphoned through. They're all preparing new materials and such. There is a smattering of new materials if you needed anything that are just left there in the open that people are just taking and using and applying to whatever they're making in the moment. But apart from that, it's up to you if you wish to interact with anything in particular.
Is it all very physical materials, or is it just all kinds of stuff?
It's all kind of stuff. It's all sorts. So you have very basic sort of elements there. You have minerals, rocks, that sort of thing. Things that have been refined. You have leather strips that have been turned into leather armor or leather padding. You have cloth, weave, everything that you can think of. Everything that Olrin has shown him capable to do, you see here, which is pretty much everything. It's a crafter's wet dream in here.
Oberon goes for whatever is possible as
Mm-hmm.
ribbons. Just pick out a few.
Sure.
And while Cal is busy staring at the whale, would just tie one around the back of his head in a big bow while he's distracted.
Cal, you are staring intently at this whale man, as you've put it. His eyes are closed. He's just looking ahead, but his eyes are closed. They're not moving. You can roll an investigation check if you want to.
Oh yeah.
To see any movements or.
Ooh.
This guy's fucking dead. This guy's
Damn.
not even breathing.
I was this close to just poking the guy, and then there's something weird in his back. Okay. He's hyper-focused.
Can you roll a intelligence saving throw as well?
Oh no, not
What
again.
else somehow unleash an immortal here?
No.
Don't worry.
Nice.
Oh, that's 2 19s in a row. What the hell?
In the sound of waves crashing, followed by the sound of the whale itself just oohing and eyeing, you can also feel the presence of other things there. in this kind of like space that you're almost tapping into, you feel like there is harsh and harmful things that are happening to create these sorts of sounds of pain, of sorrow, that they are kind of being emitted from the whale. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Max. I didn't know that. Cal is disturbed, and now he's looking around for someone, being like, "Yeah, this dude is in pain. Is anyone, guys? This is bad. I thought he was just chill. Is he dead? Is he dying? What is happening to this dude?"
No one answers because they're all busy doing other things. They forgot about this guy. This guy's been here for 20 plus years.
He's become furniture at this point.
This poor dude. Oh boy.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the whale sound in pain. Maybe it's not him.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the spiritual being communicating through him from a different plane is in pain. That's possible.
Oh.
No, he's mentally
I
battling
stubbed
in
my
water and winning.
toe. Yep.
Oberon would like take a good look at this person, just like kind of like would pop up next to Cal, just starts like squinting at this person.
Okay. Can you roll an Arcana check?
I can try.
What the
I can
hell?
try.
Yeehaw.
It's not real high.
All right, now you hear. So with a 13, you feel a presence emanating from him. It does seem faint, as though he, in this state that he's in now, is just a sort of like, he is the speaker, but the origin point is somewhere else. Everything that's coming from him is elsewhere. And there's a feeling that there's perhaps planar magic involved. Cal, you notice on Oberon, there's slight elements of the runes on their chest, the swirl that goes around their body, like flicker every so often.
Oh, okay. And Cal's like taking them by the wrist and being like, nope. We're
I would
moving us.
try
Wi-Fi signal
out.
bad.
I would try to reach out, like, and use like my telepathic communication to try and reach out to this.
No, whatever you're doing,
person.
whatever that is, don't.
You-
That's the bad ideas, guy. Do not.
You have reached the demon hotline.
Yeah, exactly. You reach out with your mind to see where this individual is, and it's blank. You don't receive, you don't feel anything. There's no sentient here. There's no sentience. It's like his mind is elsewhere. And the telepathy would work if he was present, but that makes you think that perhaps whatever's inside is perhaps in another realm. He looks to be in sort of a trance, so it's either self-done or something else has pulled him away, and he's now in this sort of like state. Think of it as like his soul's been pulled out of his body, but his physical state is in complete frozen. Time has stopped altogether for him. But yeah, no connection, no voice, nothing.
And he's got no spirals on him.
No, he's got a maze-like tattoo across his body, but nothing akin to like what you have, like those runes that you have etched onto you. Nothing there, no. Cal tries to pull you away though. Cal's like, no.
Right. Do you feel anything? Anything that feels not as it should? Because your spiral thingy, it's sort of like it's flickering.
Did that come through even with the disguise self still up?
Yeah. It does.
Oberon will just kind of blink at you. Because, no, I feel fine.
Oh, okay. I mean, to be safe.
Do you like your bow?
I love my bow. My bow is great. And he like goes to grab his bow. Does he notice?
Archery bow.
Yeah,
roll a perception check.
I have to perceive something in my hair.
It's your cow.
Swear to God, if I roll it at 1 now, where's perception there? Okay.
Okay, you notice the bow in your head. Yes.
Is it a good bow? Is it a pretty bow?
It's a very, like, poofy, like, both of the sides are even. She somehow managed to curl the ends of, like, the stringy bits.
Nice. What color?
She would have done, like, a green to like, match some of your outfit if she could manage that kind of color.
It's there.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's nice. When did you do that? Doesn't matter. It is nice. I like it.
Oberon would start, like, if we still have time, like, kind of skipping around to all the different craftsmen, and if any of them have, like, long hair that's getting in their faces, just, like, offer / just start to, like, braid their hair out of their faces.
Okay. Can you roll a persuasion check? You have a d4 to this. The devil has entered the temple and
starry-eyed
waves their hair. Excellent.
Like, they can't be burning their hair off. Like...
31!
Oh my god.
Isn't that 20? Fuck.
Yeah.
You just go around and they're all busy working, and you see even a couple of them like, and you just start like braiding their hair. It's like, oh, thanks. And they just like continue like working away.
Like, if they're working on like metal things, she'll like pick up some of like the little leftover bits and like charms, and she's like braiding it into their hair so it like matches what they're doing, and she'll be using ribbons that match their outfits and just go around and do everyone.
At some points, yeah, go on.
I imagine Oberon also accidentally braids in some of the less obvious tools, and they're like, where's my
scalpel? Oh, yeah, sure. So as you're braiding through all of their hair, you braid every single member of the priests here. Every single one of them, their head hair, their beard hair, everything that's on display. Ulrin, you eventually come back down to see that everyone has been braided, and it's just like, what the hell? How did this happen so quick? And then you see Oberon braiding a Minotaur, who is just like head to toe. It is just complete kind of like going down the back, one single braid connecting all of the elements of fur / hair together, and they're just like, rock on. And they just continue working. But yeah, quite a sight to see. It's like a slumber party in the priest's house. It's lovely. So, as all of this is happening, I'll also ask Alicia if you got up to anything whilst Ulrin was away.
He would be helping with like getting all the materials, getting them into the bag of holding. Occasionally, thank you, Mocha. Occasionally, looking, making sure that any familiar faces are not around.
Okay.
That would recognize him, but
sure,
he's just trying to be inconspicuous as much as he can.
You will spot, as you're kind of like going through, helping with the materials, etc., you do spot a rosy-cheeked halfling discussing some seemingly roles and activities within the temple. And amongst that, you see as they're going through the itinerary, that she just starts saying, oh, and I believe that we're going to get some visitors coming, some of the new people, some of the new priests popping by. I believe the paladin's also coming down from Paylor in the next hour or two. So it'd be nice to see them as well and introduce ourselves. It's a shame that Antonia's not here to help out, but we'll pick up the slack where need be. You hear that just mentioned, and alarm bells start ringing in your head.
You do have the duplicitous comb.
You do have a duplicitous
With the stranger's hair.
A stranger is better than you right now.
Also, the hair isn't still on it. It's a comb. The hair would have fallen off. There's no hair
the hair is on it.
The hair's magical. It stays on. It stays on.
Yeah, the hair is
Yeah.
magical. It stays on.
It's a magic item. It doesn't require the hair to stay.
It just wraps around it. It's stuck on there.
No.
How long would have Orin been in the temple, do you think?
I think by the time that all of this would have like finished and the conversations had, you'd probably be here for a good 2 hours. So when this kind of is brought up, it'll be an hour after you've left. That's what's seemingly the timeline. So if you were to stay any longer, you would see your sister. But if you didn't, then you'll miss her.
Is hurrying up his putting things into the bag of holding. Yeah, pretty much just going back and forth, putting everything in. Then is gonna try to go find everybody, kind of move closer so other priests are out of earshot. So, can we go now, please? Because, my sister is coming here in about like an hour.
Oh, yes. Wait, or you still have the book. Wait, you still have the book. Wait.
They can't hold it either.
Oh, great.
So, where do you have it? How...
The matter's a bit complicated, but basically it was brought to me, and thus I must have it.
That's not even remotely what happened.
Well, let's just not use it.
Agreed.
Yeah, but like it's already attracted the wrong kind of attention once. We got attacked by a fucking sea hag. I don't want that to happen again. She had a
You
magic
what?
weapon. I mentioned that.
Okay, we keep it hidden on you? Maybe you don't have to, like, put it on your chest. Maybe somewhere more inconspicuous, you know, like under a cloak or something.
He has got it underneath some padding. It's not completely on show.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, we can still, like, cover it up a little bit.
It's an intensely magical artifact of immense power. Covering it up is not going to do anything. But sure, let's cover it up and bring it onto the sea with us as we go on a boat trip. Because that worked so well last time. This time we don't even have a dragon. Well, we have a dragon, but Jenna's like a baby. And she's not the same as a fluttering dragon. This is a very different situation. I don't feel safe with that around. It's not. I don't feel safe. It killed Alan. I don't feel safe.
Yeah,
Neither do I, but I can't get rid of it. It's not destructible, and
You can't really
will
go in a
return
bag of
whoever
holding.
it wants to be with.
So it wants to be with us?
Why?
I don't
Wouldn't
know,
want to
but
go back?
if it had chosen another group, it would have disappeared already. So
Oh, yay.
That's horrible. Okay.
Well, hopefully we meet some other cooler people that it will attach itself to, and then we get rid of it.
Yeah.
I love the Max Slayer. Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, it's bad, isn't it? Good that Orin keeps it.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't want to get into wrong hands.
But our hands are the wrong hands.
Well, yours, yes. His, not really.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
just
fine,
agree
that's
that I
just-
keep it chained up and nobody touches it.
Stupid book.
Yep. And we keep an eye on it for any ominous whispers or disappearings or whatever the thing does.
Okay, but if we're halfway to Bellavia and the sea egg attacks us, drowns all of us, and like keeps us as slaves or something for eternity, I'm gonna say it's all your guys' fault. 'Cause,
If I see
Yeah.
a sea hag, I will throw the book at it.
well, but then it's in the that definitely counts as the wrong fucking hands, doesn't it?
Oh god, jeez.
Well, us
don't know
dying
much
and the sea hag retrieving it also counts as the wrong hands, and I'm not taking that chance.
Okay,
That's a decent point.
yeah. Okay, so if the sea egg shows up, we just give her the book.
Maybe
Well,
we
If we can't just beat her up, that is.
yeah.
Well, last time we didn't do too well, and we had a dragon.
Well, it's a bridge we can cross when we come to it. Can we please leave now?
Yeah,
Good point.
let's go to the boat.
Let's skip the family reunion.
Yes. I would not want to see how that goes.
I miss the dragon.
You leave the Temple of Moradin, saying your goodbyes, with all of your equipment and materials in hand, ready to head back to the docks, to where your ship is laying and waiting. As soon as you leave and you kind of take the right-hand turn to go down towards the docks, you notice the sound of footfalls behind you from the left. Slightly early, you see a group of priests looking to make a good impression. Followed by a paladin at the very front with striking blue hair and dark skin features. They are currently walking in your direction. They are busy looking and speaking and kind of learning about the people as they go along. But you do see your sister, Alicio.
Pee my pants full? No, I'm kidding. Freezes up for a second seeing her. How long has it been since Alicio has left, Max?
Has it
It's been
been?
like a few months.
Yeah, it's a few months. It hasn't been more than a year. It's like only been
Yeah. It's
Few
been a
months.
bit only.
since your backstory. It's been like a week, if that, 2 weeks since your backstory. So since that point,
Got
when
you.
you went on your journey. So yeah, I think it's only a
Just
couple
quickly,
of weeks, 3 weeks.
what does she look? How does she look like? She seem alright.
You can roll an insight check at advantage because she is your sister. You'll know her better than anyone else. 18. She's doing the rounds. She's got a wide smile on. Very warm, very kind of accommodating, but it is definitely being forced. It's not as natural. She's seemingly doing the rounds of every sort of sector, so you can imagine that she's probably experiencing a long day ahead of her and probably already started about yesterday. So you can tell she's kind of like a bit tired, but you can honestly see that there is a warmth from her, something that is like driven by purpose. She seems to be happy in the state that she's in, although you do roll a perception check as well, since you are examining other things as well.
24.
24. I will say you notice that as she's kind of like looking off to the left, to the right, talking with different people, there's all sorts of monuments and statues here in Moradin Sector, some made of different materials. There's one that's made out of glass, and you see that kind of like catches her eye as she looks at her own reflection. You see for a moment it's like a surprised look, but then she realizes it's just her own reflection and continues on the trajectory she was going in. There is definitely a sense of she's still got her eye out for you.
Great. He kind of rolls his eyes at the like her being super nice to everyone, like the light was just like ugh. Typical. And if she hasn't noticed him yet, he's gonna like quickly dash off.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check?
Lord,
You have advantage because you're boots.
yeah, 24 still.
Natural
Oh,
20.
that's a natural 20.
Yeah. Sneaks
Uh,
past.
You disappear.
Where'd
Hmm.
it go?
Oh, where did Ellie? No, okay.
Just
Oh,
as
Alicia! Where are you?
just screaming his name.
Have you seen the blue man walking around?
Oh, right. He has dyed his hair.
Yes. What color was it again? Ah, that's
oh,
right.
I think like a purple.
As
He's hiding his
he
identity.
is leaving, just to like, because he knows that his mom is probably worried. He is gonna leave behind the earring he has, the matching earring he has with Nessa.
Okay.
Just as like a hey, I'm alive.
Where are you putting it?
Somewhere along the road, just throws it
Okay.
behind him.
Can you roll a d20?
Fuck. Okay.
How the actual
Well-
fuck is that telling your mother I am alive? When she
Can you-
finds
I
misplaced
was
jewelry?
here recently because it's not dirt.
I've been abducted.
Here's a proof of life.
Can you also roll a perception check?
Yeah. 16.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What?
You place the earring down in the middle of the road, where there are people
Okay, well.
walking back and forth. Or do you place it anywhere in particular?
Just like a bit to the side so he doesn't get trampled on.
Sure, yeah. Okay. You place it down. You know it's in a good enough spot that she can spot it. As you begin to leave, you turn back, and it's gone.
Huh. I
Someone
look
stole it.
around. Oh man. Well. Shucks, I tried.
You have
Someone
the
just-
sending spell. You all have the sending spell.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
your
want to
parents.
contact them though
No.
because he's afraid they'll locate him that way. Ugh.
You all need therapy.
He looks back. Can I see if anyone snatched it or?
Your perception check was too low, unfortunately, to
Oh,
impede anyone.
shit. Was that the 24?
That was why.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
was a 16. They had a +5, so you gave them a 17 on their check.
Yep. He's just gonna sigh
That's
like,
great.
man, this is not my fucking day. This is not my day at all.
What you missed was a 16. There's traces of purple and orange everywhere.
I don't think they've been reduced to petty thieves yet.
Fucking
They
hell. If you
got
don't
a
know-
ink milking business now.
That's what they
If you don't know what we're talking about, Still Hearts Circus. That's all I need to say.
Yep. They'll get
what
us
do you
one
mean
day.
reduced to petty thieves? That's how we met them.
Oh, that's true.
They are petty thieves.
Dang. Well, I don't think there's anything else recognizable that he can leave behind.
His jacket.
I'm
Because
not leaving
I
that.
was here.
Hell no.
He needs it to survive.
Write it in the stone.
Yeah.
Write it in the sky. Do you have sky?
What if it gets chilly? You know. Just- No. Well.
Everything gets stolen.
Ooh, would you recognize one of your tarot cards?
I'm not leaving them behind. That's a holy symbol. What do you
The
mean?
bastard straight
well,
away.
they might
How
know.
dare you? How dare you give me a suggestion?
Yeah, He
I love doing it again.
hesitates on maybe like looking back if he should like say anything to her, but their last encounter that they had
Sure.
kind of makes him turn back and
One
keep
thing-
walking.
Okay. You head off. Those of you who are still there present after Alicia had ran off, you would notice that the paladin walks up to a board just in front of the kind of temple, where there are several kind of like job cards, missing posters. You see she kind of looks down and kind of like does a double take, and she just kind of like points and starts talking to some of the priests here at an empty spot that's there. But yeah, you just see she's kind of a bit angry at that and kind of walks into the temple slightly flustered, not having spotted something being torn away. But you all head off. You leave the temple behind, head past Corallin's sector into Tellus sector, where the docks are waiting for you. The ship is still there. Your small kind of half-repaired ship is still kind of functioning, still going strong. You can see the harbour master, a large minotaur, is currently there, just ticking off things and kind of notes as you return. Informs you of what's been happening, but nothing outside of the ordinary. I believe you paid for it to be here anyway. I think that was done by Richter. So you just see that you are free to go. The channel is open for you to leave whenever you see fit. Now, there is a major question here. Who's going to drive the boat? Because you had help before. You had people who knew how to sail. Now, you've just got yourselves. I know that Alicia has
Navigator tools.
But you don't have vehicles.
Yeah. So I can guide us, but manning the
any of
ship.
us have like proficiency
Wait, what happened
with
to the crew? I thought there was like a semi-permanent crew.
The crew, you basically did it yourselves, and then you picked up a load of people from Alicia's ship that was crashing.
Yes.
But they have all scattered and done their own things since landing in Tras'Vilar.
And we don't have Richter this time.
You don't have Richter. He was the one piloting. He was basically controlling everything because he controls the elements.
Turns to Morgana. Do you know how to man a boat?
She kind of gives a side eye.
Time, wasn't she?
I know how to drive a skyship, but an actual ship? I assume that can't be that dissimilar.
There's a lot more shaking, but
A lot more turbulence, perhaps.
Maybe.
Not sure.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Try it. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Are you okay with going with us then?
Well, I've got nowhere else to go, so yes.
Okay, well, I was gonna say I'd like to keep an eye on you for a bit too. Your wounds are still not fully closed, so.
Thank you, Doctor. Or priest, or cleric. What do I call
Just
you?
Alicia's fine.
Alicia, not Al, not your fake name.
Alright, listen. It's not a fake name, it's a nickname.
I'm guessing we told her to like meet us here in like a couple
Yeah.
hours kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she will be captaining your ship, it seems, heading forward. Now, it's going to need at least 2 people to operate some of the kind of additional things. So who is going to be helping out with the ropes and manning some of the sails?
I am dexterous,
Cal
I am
did
not strong.
specifically spend both ship downtimes learning tricks and
Yes.
tips from sailors, so
That's
he's probably going to be doing most of the eye works, rope works
Okay.
and shit.
All right.
To be fair, I can also fly, so
You can help out with some of the rigging
too.
and sails.
yeah.
Okay, so with a combination of Oberon and Cal,
Third
the
gang.
two of you work alongside Morgana as she's like, okay, now I think we should be taking off the ropes. So one by one, just take off the front, the bow, and then the
Yes,
stern. Thank you.
Right.
And you all begin to head off. All I'll ask to see how it goes is 2 dexterity checks from both of you,
Oh, thank
just to
God.
see how well.
I was scared
Just
you were
like
gonna say
straight
straight.
checks.
Yes, just straight checks. There's no sleight of hand involved because this is basically an expertise you don't know, so you don't have proficiency.
I'm giving them one of them advantage.
Oh my god, another nat
Cal.
20.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh my god.
That's not 1 in a 20. That's a nat 1 in a 20.
Oh, fuck.
2 nat 20s.
Go again.
Just so we don't have
One
to,
in a 20.
so we don't have to worry about this in the future. Both of you just write down you're proficient with water vehicles.
Nice.
Yes.
So you know enough throughout this process of like driving the boat back, sailing it back to your original port of origin. You will learn the skills and kind of perform well enough using the help of Morgana as well, as she is also learning the ropes as we go along. But yeah, you can write that into your character sheets. You now begin to leave the where it's at the bottom, middle bottom. You need to click on the cog or the spanner to be able to.
Oh, it's at the
Edit.
first thing, or
You need to edit the sheet
Oh,
first,
okay,
and then you can
okay.
add the proficiency at the bottom.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
I see.
Should be at the bottom middle, I believe, on the character sheets.
Wait, no, now it just says armor,
Um,
weapons, languages, but not.
I think
like,
it's
vehicle.
tools.
It's tools. It's tools.
Tools at the bottom, underneath your skills,
Ah.
and then you can do
Yes.
water vehicle.
Yeah. So now you
Air,
have proficiency
land,
in water.
Oh,
space,
Jesus
or
Christ, there's so
water
many.
vehicle.
Water. Yeah, water. Especially with 2 nat
Wow.
20s. Yeah, why not? You guys have it now.
Yippee! So glad I
So-
gave advantage.
With this kind of moving forward, you'd leave the safety of the walls of Tras'Vilar, down the river leading out of the main city. You see passers-by going back and forth, but Morgana is leading the charge at the back of the helm, and all of you are fairly confident in your abilities and skills here. You've been on the sea before, you know what you're dealing with. For Oberon, it's a strange experience, but you're kind of like getting the gist of it with the kind of direction that's been given to you. But you sail it out. You leave the kind of riverside outside of the Cordaskal Peninsula and find yourselves on the open seas as you travel southward. Since we are kind of reaching the end of today's session anyway with the time, what we're going to do before we end is I'm going to need, because it's a 3-4 day journey, for, we'll say 4 d20s rolled. So if each one of you could roll a d20 to see how the journey goes.
Oh lord, I don't want to do
I
it
want to
first.
fight the fucking octopus
Whoa.
again.
Okay, 14,
Okay.
Okay.
then,
Two
another one.
14s.
14, 14, 10, 18. Okay.
Okay.
We're doing good. We're going good. Plain sailing. Plain sailing.
You'd catch Oberon like hovering sometimes to avoid the seasickness.
Just like fluttering their wings. Okay, now I can land. Yeah, so you guys just begin the journey. We'll go into what you kind of come across, as well as if you wish to stop at any point along the journey. You'll be going past the Ember Peaks, the Howling Breeze. You'll see parts of the Howling Mountains as well. The Primal Expanse to the kind of like southeastern side, just an island off the shore. But eventually you'll be landing in the Everett Dynasty. So you guys kind of think about what you want to do on the seas, if there's any conversations you wish to have before we land. But for now, that's pretty much today's session. So we're ending it there as you are now on the seas, nearly at home base, doing the final hurrah as you have done a job well done. Fully pampered and ready to go. You are Yazified as you are on this ship.
Yes, a fight.
All of you dripping in just the most decadent of nails. But yeah, that was today's session. A bit of a mix of chaos and lore, but we wouldn't have it any other way. That is us here at Threads of Chaos. But that is it. We're going to just end it now. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, all those things, and Instagram and TikTok. Yes, we're everywhere.
Yes.
We're even in your wardrobe. You better look now.
What?
Well, coming out of the closet, yeah.
Oh, shit. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
No.